Hi, it's Mario Toneguzzi, and welcome to 5 Questions. Click on the subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode. Also, you can follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook. Hello and welcome to 5 Questions with Mario Toneguzzi on YYC Business. Joining me today is Brad Wennerstrom, who is a realtor with Urban Real Estate Services. Thanks for joining us today, Brad.
Well, thank you very much, Mario. Very thrilled to be here today. Thanks.
Talk a little bit about your career. First of all, what you do now and how you got to be where you are today.
Right. Well, actually, I started in the telecom industry way back when, effectively out of high school. And then I went back to university and got a degree, meanwhile working at the same time. And I got into this thing called the wireless industry when it was in its infancy. And I ended up spending 27 years in telecom. And some people would call that a career, but I was pretty young at the time, having started so young. And a friend of mine, who's a real estate broker, knew that I was semi-retiring, so to speak, and asked me if I'd be interested in real estate. So I got involved, took all the programs and the courses, and haven't looked back since. And working for self was something I always wanted to do in my career, and it's been very rewarding.
How many years have you been in real estate now?
Well, I've been in real estate now since 2008, so it's a little over 12, 14 years, that type of thing.
What do you do right now with Urban? Like, what kind of real estate do you practice?
Well, when I first got involved in real estate, I was fortunate enough to be able to get a commercial designation, residential designation, as well as rural and acreages. So since then, I've been able to pick and choose a little bit, but also I've kept up my education. So most recently, for example, I obtained a certificate in the seniors residential real estate. And that's a very demanding field and upcoming in the real estate market. And people downsizing, people looking at their last home or moving from their home to a more continuing care type environment. So,
I didn't realize there was a designation specifically for that.
Yes, there is. And there's, for example, I'm also an accredited buyer representative and an ePro specialist. And what I've really strived for is continuing education. I feel that's very, very important to continue. And I learned from that from somebody named Tony Robbins.
Yes.
And I was at a live program of his a number of years ago. And the slogan that I took away from there was commit to CANI, constant and never-ending improvement. And that's something I've really, really strived for in my career.
Brad, what would you consider your biggest accomplishments in your career when it comes to real estate?
Well, there's a handful of examples. But the key for me, is to instill in myself and pride myself with helping others. And that is very, very important to me. And no matter what size the transaction, it can be the first transaction for somebody, a very small place. It can be a large, luxury home or an acreage. And each time I take total ownership when I'm involved in, working with people. And I view it as if I'm the one making the purchase or I'm the one selling. And that way, I feel that I'm providing the best service possible by doing it that way.
Okay, great. Thanks for joining us today, Brad.
You bet. Thanks very much, Mario.
And if people want to get a hold of you, how can they do that?
Well, my 24/7 phone number is 403-819-3200, and that's my cell phone. You can also text. And my website is bradwennerstrom.com.
Okay, super.
You bet.
Thank you. That was Brad Wennerstrom, who is a realtor with Urban Real Estate Services in Calgary. This has been 5 Questions with Mario Toneguzzi on YYC Business. Join us for our next episode when we talk to Brad more about the why of why he got into the real estate business. That's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you for tuning in with us, and please subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook. We have new content being released every day.